exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Powering his way forward, and able to get this out to the 25.
Ready.
They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Clemson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. You look at this Browns defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day.
And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Got it. Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll find some room to get this out to about the 13. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Here we go, set. Press all 80.
In motion, the tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 7. Yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9.
70 Timberwolves. Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw now on first down. And throw right side here, complete. And they'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown in it. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
Go! Cougar 19.
They'll keep it on the ground. O'Neal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Get it. Cowboy 80.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Let's go.
there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. An extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and through to make it 7-0. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw. Morales. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll look to throw again. And he's got him now on a crossing route. That's Moore. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Left go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On first, here's Washington. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Tag. 19.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Come on. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready, right?
He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Check, box 2. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5.
Get it. Cowboy and go.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
Ready. Viking 18. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play Browns have moved out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here we go. Start. Let go.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And down to the 41. The Steelers at 3-6 now on the year. And they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Morales. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready. Bronco 80. Ready.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On the ready.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Go. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of
Good
20.
strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Get it. Hot 70.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 56 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
21. Steelers 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
60 box. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Morales. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw again. Got his man. That's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. An extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Over the middle, complete. It's Bailey. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 45-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Underwood. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Young. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half.
Steelers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Viking 18.
In motion goes the tight end. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a handoff up the middle. O'Neal. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 50 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Underwood. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Now. Go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Bronco 80. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And 7 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Come on. Set. Crazy Lions.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Here we go. Start. Panther 60. Panther 60.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
18.
Up the middle they go. O'Neal. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18. Ready, right?
Now back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. The 2nd field goal here in this 3rd quarter, and his 3rd of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure, and they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Pass to the... Up the middle they go. Washington. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Now a give, running left is Harris. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Second down and 4. Now a run up the middle with Washington. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 bucks.
Right back to Washington. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Howard. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Now again, right side, O'Neal. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Here we go.
Browns will line up for the
Cowboy 80.
conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
36, Steelers 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on. Set. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Steelers 31.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Set.
Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Ready. 19, Tiger. 19.
Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, and they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This is 3rd and goal. Harris. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses.